Coming to you from WCN, this is Water Conservation News with Sophia Kwan and Iris Yu.
Today on Water Conservation News, Iris and I will be embarking on an adventure to find the answer to a very important question. How do the effects of unsustainable freshwater use contribute to water scarcity?
We will be interviewing a water conservation expert and taking a trip all over the Big Apple to pick the brains of our fellow citizens to bring awareness on this issue of water scarcity. Join us on our journey to water conservation.
Alone in the dark, holding my heart, turn on the radio, and the words fall out, but they got no place to go.
Of Earth's aquatic ecosystem consists of freshwater.
What was the answer? It was 1%,
It was
right?
the magical 3%.
3%, got it.
Yeah. So
And you put down.
yeah.
When I asked that again?
Well, he put down 25%.
Alright, so I'll say 20.
Good guess.
Yeah, 1,172 million gallons
Yeah,
of water.
correct.
Yeah, raised awareness about water conservation. Yeah.
Breaking news! I have just been informed that our expert has just arrived.
On the phone.
Hi, this is Iris,
And I'm Sophia.
and we're calling you for the interview. So we're trying to address the question.
How do the effects of unsustainable water use in New York State contribute to water scarcity? So our first question is, what is freshwater?
Freshwater, I guess in its simplest terms, would be anything that is not either brackish or saline or salt water.
Okay, thank you.
Is New York using freshwater sustainably?
Do I think we're using freshwater sustainably?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's kind of a hard question. I would say that in New York State, we are what would be considered a water-rich state. So we're pretty lucky in that we have ample freshwater resources to support most of our needs, which would include municipal drinking water, also agricultural crops, and water needed for our ecosystems and our ecosystem services to be healthy. What is happening, however, with climate change, and I'm sure that your research has already led you down this path, but a lot of what's happening in New York State is the rain events, precipitation events that we do receive happen to be more extreme. So you have more rainfall at one given time to where the soils and the surrounding landscape and vegetation can't readily soak it up. So you have a lot of fresh water that's falling in the form of rain, but then running off into streams, to rivers, exacerbating flooding and flooding impacts downstream. And then a lot of times we experience in very localized regions in New York City period drought. So you wouldn't really think of New York State to be kind of a droughty climate, but it certainly can be if a lot of our rain is falling in more extreme events as opposed to throughout the year. So I think that we're using water sustainably. I think given that our climate is changing and the water cycle is changing with it, I think currently we still do use water sustainably in New York State.
What do you think? All right, nice to meet you. So for our survey, the first question is, what is the daily amount of water that New York City consumes?
I would say 700.
The choices are 1.172 million, 11.72 million.
I'm going 11.2 million.
Actually, the correct answer is 1 million gallons spread every I know. So our final question is, do you take showers fast?
I don't think I'm that. About 10 minutes.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for your time. Also promoting Contigo water bottles. Reasonable.
Work and live in Toronto.
Oh, international. Do you use water-saving toilets or showers?
In most regions of the world, water is technically free. You only pay for the cost of transporting the water through pipelines and filtration. Do you think we'll have to resort to paying for the water itself?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm trying to think about that one. I think that as a society we all should share in the cost because it is something that's basic human need, right?
Yeah.
Fresh water. You can't live without it.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
So we found out from our expert Brian Steinmuller that New York State is using its water resources pretty sustainably, although most New Yorkers are unaware of the little amount of water that remains on the earth. However, areas near the Pacific need to implement new strategies in order to prevent this issue from expanding. A satellite called GRACE weighs how several regions in the world are gaining and losing water each month. Most of the major aquifers in the Earth's arid and semi-arid regions are being depleted rapidly.
The Sacramento and San Joaquin River basins in California lost about 30 cubic kilometers of fresh water within a span of 7 years, and 2/3 of that was due to groundwater depletion in the Central Valley. Since most regions of the world only pay for the infrastructure needed to transport water, a suggestion to help remediate this problem is to implement actual prices to the water itself. The question is, how will this affect families of low income and those living in extreme poverty? Next time on Water Conservation News.
Right. Does your family own a car? Yeah. Right. Do you guys do a car wash or do you hand wash? Hand wash. Okay. Look, saving water! Yeah. So, how long are your showers last? Around 10 to 20 minutes. Showers? Showers, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
In continuation for our data, this survey proves that most of our surveyors take long baths, do not use water-saving toilets and shower heads, and most of those who own a car take them to the car wash instead of hand washing them.
Sometimes my dad wipes it down.
Hi. Can you introduce yourself? My name is Maya Lee. What school do you go to? I go to LaGuardia High School. I'm an art major, senior.
Alright, so the question is, do you take showers or baths?
I take showers, occasionally baths.
Okay, so how long are your showers?
30 minutes.
Do you plan to make a change?
Yeah, sometimes I go for like an hour. No, I'm just kidding. I try to go down to like 10 minutes, but it takes a while to wash my hair.
Oh, that's true, you have long hair. That makes sense.
It's thick.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
This interview is brought to you by Contigo, a new water bottle for a more sustainable Earth.